Good morning, Washington. It's always a great pleasure to be back here in the nation's capital for an event that just gets bigger every single year. I've been with this company for 9 years, and when I started here, people said, well, federal government's going to be the last people to adopt this idea of externally provided services. The federal government wants to own its servers. That conversation has changed a lot, and I'm joined today by Jessica Hood, our Senior Manager in Solution Engineering with Salesforce. Jessica, we're going to be talking with some people this morning before we talk about our stuff. We're going to be talking with the people who are really redefining the conversation for public service and the kinds of services that the stakeholders and citizens expect. Who are we going to meet first today?
Well, Peter, this morning we're going to start off with the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. Now, I think most of us in the room know about a number of the operating divisions underneath HHS. So when you hear about the CDC or the FDA or even the NIH. But these are just a few of the divisions under HHS that are really helping to make sure that the well-being of all Americans are taken care of. And as a solution engineer here at Salesforce and leading a team here, I've seen firsthand how the platform has been of great benefit to health and human services, which is why I'm so excited to be here this morning with Rasheed Williams, Program Manager for the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, as well as Jay Tansing, Vice President with Acumen Solutions. So Rasheed, I'd like to start with you. You know, Health and Human Services has not just been a leading adopter of Salesforce technology within the federal government, but really I would say you've kind of paved the way and essentially sponsored the Salesforce platform within the government, with the most recent and exciting news being around the blanket purchase agreement. So tell me a little bit about the blanket purchase agreement and the benefits it's bringing to HHS, its agencies, and everyday citizens.
Well, for HHS, the Salesforce BPA has been a real tool to success for us at HHS. When we first embarked upon the journey of identifying a correspondence solution that would meet the needs of HHS, one of the biggest challenges that we faced was identifying one that would meet the diverse needs of all of the operating and staff divisions. So for us, when we embarked upon it, the BPA really, to us, is that gateway. It enables us to be able to provide the services to those individuals that are more important to us, and that's the American people. It enabled us to effectively and more efficiently communicate with them. It enabled us to address all of the concerns that the Department of Health and Human Services often deals with on a day-to-day basis efficiently. So one of the challenges for us was, how do we do this in an effective manner? We partnered with some of the greatest resources over at the EOP, some great resources at GSA, and then some other resources at DHS. Through that partnership, that's where the birth of the BPA actually came from. And so out of that birthing, we ended up where we are today. It took us out of the Ice Age into the 21st century technology. So what that means for us is that we're able to do some things that we were never able to do before, and we're excited about that.
That's great. That's amazing. Jay, can you just quickly give me Acumen's perspective on the BPA?
Sure. A little bit about Acumen Solutions. We are a global strategic partner with Salesforce, and we have 500 employees, and we have a large focus here in the public sector. So the BPA is a tremendous asset for HHS. For one, it is focusing on the federal strategic sourcing initiatives to leverage spend across agencies. And best yet, it is able to provide HHS and all of its agencies a way to replace outdated applications and build new applications for new policies and new programs. So it's really the best of both worlds, reduced costs, and much better functionality for HHS.
That's fantastic. Thank you, gentlemen, for all the great work you've done.